Hey guys, we're going to dive right into the new BoxMac, but just a friendly reminder to check out the BoxMac Volume 1 Blu-ray Kickstarter now. If we make our goal of $2,500, we're going to produce and distribute the first of what we hope would be a series of Junt-related Blu-rays, so your donation is essentially a pre-order. And if you don't want the actual Blu-ray or you don't have a player, check out some of the other perks to get good bundle deals on the rest of our merchandise, like the hats and the shirts and other Blu-rays and books and that sort of thing. The campaign ends February 14th, so if you want to see the Blu-ray happen, throw a little scratch our way, and if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. Just keep watching BoxMac and know that we love you.
Frankie, we're here today because we need to revisit our neighbors to the north. We have on Skype a live Canadian from Canada who's currently in the car driving to Canada's capital. That's how Canadian they are. We've got a KD Smart, we've got President's Choice. We're gonna take a look at them all today on BoxMac.
Tons of Canada, and we have tons of Canada left.
When Anna had sent me, he was very diligent in his documenting of macaroni and cheese. He sent me about 85 photographs of macaroni and cheese at the store, and I picked about 20 Macs, and he bought all 20 Macs. But I didn't pick any KD Smart because I'm not into the health thing.
Every Mac from that point on recommended KD Smart.
One of our wonderful viewers, Heather, has sent us a box of KD Smart. Here, I'll hold it so Heather can see. This is the box that you sent us, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
What is the purpose of the KD Smart exactly?
Smart has vegetables in it. That's the whole idea.
I think it's so you can have a guilt-free mac and cheese.
Do you believe it to be truly guilt-free?
That's what I tell myself.
And of course, President's Choice.
Which you've never had?
Which I understand Heather knows nothing about.
We might as well close the lid on the laptop right now.
No, the brand was carried by a local supermarket, Lee's in Westport. They had the most incredible ice cream, beyond decadence. I miss it. I wish they would bring it back.
But the concept is that it's sourced in Canada?
I'm sure it is, because it's very laborious to import food into Canada.
Everybody's curious about the one that has like ketchup in it.
That wasn't the one I was gonna pick at all. I was gonna actually go for this KD Shop Cheddar.
Shop cheddar.
Why? Because it seems fascinating to me.
Why?
It's been sitting in my kitchen and I want to eat it.
I see. That's really what it is.
Here, we can go for the tomato and cheese, though. That is much more Canadian.
I think that, yeah, because we know that they put ketchup on there for some reason.
Heather, have you ever put ketchup on your macaroni and cheese?
That's the only way you can eat it.
See? Have you ever had this particular Kraft?
No. I'd rather just put ketchup on mine.
That's so interesting.
I know what to do then. Wait, I don't know what to do.
Should we put ketchup on our macaroni and cheese?
Yes, but which one?
We can't do that today.
Right.
That's a whole nother affair, okay?
No, wait a minute.
What?
Before you say that.
Yeah.
Heather, you sent us the KD Smart.
Yes.
Should we put ketchup on it or not? It's your call.
I should.
She wants us to put it on.
But we don't have Canadian ketchup.
It's a different...
Your American ketchup will work just fine.
Oh, I'm very skeptical about this.
That's it then.
Oh, noodle.
Heather, thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for sending in the stuff. Thanks for being a huge fan.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Ketchup on macaroni and cheese, it seems like I'm gonna ruin it. My mind is closed to ketchup.
We're doing it. We're doing, if you want to do a Canadian cleanup, that's how it gets done.
Okay.
That means that spicy, sharp cheddar, and whole wheat for another day.
They go into the Canadian cleanup episode.
Yeah.
So I've opened up the Kraft tomato and cheese, and it's telling me about Kraft Smart.
So the real question is, will
the Kraft Smart actually promote the Kraft Smart? It's exactly the same. 200 calories per serving, 210. Twice as much fiber, 8% of your daily value versus 4. A little more salt in this one. A little less carbohydrates, probably because of the vegetables. Frankly, it's basically the same. And you also get one less serving per box. How much protein?
7 grams on the KD Smart.
6.
More protein here. And
a gram.
Well, look, you get more nutrition for a smaller portion.
All right,
That's what's going on.
what about noodles? No, the portion is the same.
You told
50
me it was
grams,
smaller.
50 grams. You get less per box.
Well, you always eat a whole box. I always eat a whole box.
Not according to
Heather always eats a whole box.
It's promoting itself by telling you you've made a good choice. No artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no artificial preservatives. KD Smart, a wise choice.
I feel like Kraft Dinner, up to this point, has been a scavenger hunt to eventually find Katie Smart, and then it's like, congratulations.
You found Katie Smart. Oh, how's the healthier the President's Choice? Oh, it's worse for you. 360 calories. It must have just a lot more butter. It has the half stick formula, which we actually saw in no other Canadian macaroni and cheese.
But this is not Kraft Dinner.
This is not Kraft Dinner. It says macaroni and cheese dinner.
I want to know where it's sourced from.
Oh, it's a product of the USA. Made by Loblaws. This is an American mac that's imported, and apparently people like. Did you know that your President's Choice is an imported mac by Loblaws? I don't know. So I'm gonna put the President's Choice in the big pan.
Yeah, because he's the president.
Not much pasta in that Katie Smart.
It's kind of like a lean cuisine where it's not all that healthy, but
They just give you less. Old-fashioned problem, Frankie. You get some noodles that are stuck to the bottom. You can see the noodles stuck to the cardboard.
Don't scare them. They look brown, I do have to say.
I think they've spent too much time in contact with the cardboard. That actually used to happen a lot with noodles. I think they just improved the way they used glues.
2 teaspoons of margarine.
Teaspoons? How do I measure butter in teaspoons? Alexa, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons.
Yep, 3 tablespoons. So here's the butter, Frankie. 2/3 of a tablespoon.
I know, unacceptable, right?
No,
But don't worry, there's gonna be ketchup in that one. They want you to make a ketchup leaf. Like a maple leaf of ketchup.
I'm getting noodle bundles, and I'm getting a distinctly vegetable smell off of it. Do you smell that?
It smells like beans. That's how they got all that extra fiber, by the way, is because they put some veggies in here.
Wheat flour and freeze-dried cauliflower. That's what you're smelling. I didn't put any salt in. Is that okay?
You tell me.
It's not!
Oh God, not on a Katie Smart.
What do you mean?
That was a lot. If these end up super salty,
Yeah.
Canada's gonna have a fit. They're not even a real country anyway.
Yes, they are. Let me tell you, Frankie, now's the time to go to Montreal. The Canadian dollar is currently very weak against the American dollar. So even if you buy a $40 steak in Canada, which gets you quite a steak, that steak will only cost you 70% of $40.
Think how much Kraft Dinner you could buy.
That's a lot. One of my favorite restaurants up there is a restaurant called Valier. And they have a wonderful macaroni and cheese. They rotate out their dishes all the time, so probably you couldn't get it if you went now.
I once went to Montreal in 1999.
Yep.
I was 14 years old.
Sure.
I was interested in this little thing called video editing. It ended with my dad, of all people, trolling Adobe forums. He found somebody that was selling at the time a capture card, a Pinnacle capture card.
Yep.
And my dad contacted him and said, hey, instead of us buying this capture card, could you instead build us a computer and then we'll come up and get it and you'll teach my son how to edit video, right? The guy's name was Francois Dompierre. I stayed with a complete internet stranger. This handsome French man and his girlfriend. I stayed overnight. My parents went and did tourist stuff. Crazy by today's standards. And I've been looking for him since then. So Francois, come on, here I am making mac and cheese now.
This noodle ready. This noodle ready. Put the tiny amount of butter in there.
Look how cute.
Oh, it smells very tomatoey.
Why are they pushing the Katie Smart so much, like over all of their other brands? It wasn't even cyclical. It's not even like they then redirected us back to classic or anything.
No, it's just a one-way reference.
The one road in Canada.
This is Canada. We only have one road.
So when does the ketchup go in?
Well, we put it on top at the very end.
We should taste it without ketchup and then with.
Okay. Strong tomato scent. Smells kind of like Chef Boyardee.
It smells a lot like Chef Boyardee. It doesn't look to me like mac and cheese. It doesn't smell like mac and cheese. This to me looks like a ketchup-based.
A ketchup-based, like Chef Boyardee. And it's what it tastes like.
Yeah. It's actually not bad if that's what you're going for.
It tastes like Chef Boyardee with some cheese on it already.
I might actually disqualify it as a mac and cheese.
Not bad, but not mac. Katie Smart next.
Yep. I taste the cauliflower strong.
Sure do.
Yeah.
I can't say I care for it.
Poor Heather.
This is what you have, dear. All right, Frankie. It's time. Just a little bit.
Ugh, I don't want to eat it at all. I'm gonna mix it, I guess.
No, you don't mix it.
No, I don't want to eat it like that at all. It's so unbalanced.
Tastes like ketchup.
Yeah.
The ketchup completely overrides any other flavor.
But why not just do like Frank's hot sauce or maybe some Tabasco or... I would sooner do that than ketchup.
I love Canada as a company and a country. But
once you mix it in, it looks like the tomato one.
yeah, let's get to the President's Choice, which frankly I'm most excited about. It's okay.
Are they out of their minds saying that this is like one of the best Macs ever? There's almost no cheese here.
Yeah.
It's mostly milk and butter.
I'm not that impressed.
Well, This was a disappointing batch.
It was. Look, we went to Canada. We spent some time there. We should have left it alone.
Of the three, I preferred KD Smart without ketchup the most.
I think that the President's Choice was still better than the KD Smart, but thank you for sending it in, and thanks again to Adam, who supplied 2 of the 3 Macs that are on our show.
And thanks to Heather for Skyping in and sending us the KD Smart. The point isn't necessarily to like it.
That's right.
You know, people are living vicariously through us.
Well, they shouldn't live like this.
Check out the Reddit, /r/Red Cow Entertainment. We check back there all the time. Also, like us on Facebook, Red Cow Entertainment. Follow us on Twitter, @RedCowEnt, and Instagram, Red Cow Entertainment.
We'll see you next time for Fifi Macs. All right, I don't want any of these Macs.
No, I'm willing to throw it all out. And next up, watch us review 3 HEB Macs from the Texas box. Then, go back and remind yourself what we thought of the various Kraft Dinners. More entertainment here at Red Cow Entertainment.